just walking throughout everyday life, you know,
Yeah.
God talks to me. The universe talks to me through myself, through people. You know, there's always messages happening. So, and I believe a lot of what Jesus says, I am the creator, I am all, Father. We should start speaking like that in our lives.
Boom! Because this generation, Google, it takes a few seconds to look up stuff, and that can be convenient, and that can also be like, God damn, your attention span's gonna be super duper short. And I'm that person. I'm like that right now, personally, with social media and the internet. I mean, yeah, shit quick.
Yeah.
That's why I read, to exercise my brain, honestly, and you know,
To calm yourself.
yeah, yep. You read, brother? We already know you read.
Yeah, we know Calvin.
Calvin do the deep research, man. I respect that. Y'all just went quiet on me. You know, I'm about to turn this bitch up today, y'all. What's good, y'all? This is the Lavish Journey podcast, where we create inspires for greatness. This is what y'all know. I'm coming from that #1 spot in Cleveland. We will be the greatest podcast show in Cleveland. That's facts, y'all. But today's topics, we're going to keep it short today. We got shit to do, man. So, number one, we're going with the manifestation, of course. And then we're going with ways to hustle. Because at the end of the day, we all want to manifest these things. But we got to find the ways to hustle to manifest those things. You get what I'm saying, though, y'all? And
I know what you're saying.
you get what I'm saying? For real, man. So the reason why I personally brought manifestation today, because like I said, I've been reading and I've been noticing with my life period, everything I'm feeling the inside, I'm starting to see on the outside. Even if it's like a little burst or something, you know what I mean? We always look for the big, you know what I mean? That big hit.
That big picture.
Yeah, like I need everything. I need that car, the house. But I'm looking at these little things that's getting me there. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Just by imagining this shit, man.
Yeah. Your vision, your mind is creating that reality. You know, that's a part of the manifestation field.
Right.
You think it, you see it, you believe it. Because I think a lot of people think about it first, but they don't believe that it's actually attainable.
Right.
And if you can believe that it's attainable and actually think through the steps, you know, even write down the steps.
Yeah.
Because that's a part of me manifesting.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I learned in manifesting. Write it down. Write what you want. You feel me? I went through a stage of writing everything out, reading it out loud outside, sitting, just letting the message carry into the wind, and then burning it up, and then just letting it go, you know?
That's true. And you know, and writing things out as well, it's like signing something in blood in a way.
Yeah.
It sounds so deep, but it's true. It's like, yeah, it's like when you write something, man, that's your word that you wrote. Ain't no typed out shit. It's what you wrote, and by you standing by what you wrote and actually, you know, writing it helps manifest it in a way. I kind of went off right there with that a little bit, but it helps manifest it because I wrote some shit in my journal and it's happening now or already happened. And I wrote it 2015 is when I started personal journal, and I went back and read some of my readings and it's just like, whoa.
I don't think people really understand how powerful writing is, you know,
Yeah.
like putting it down on a piece of paper, like that's energy that's going into it. You know, we can speak things into existence, but writing them down is just like speaking, you know, and it's even more powerful because it's your own truth, you know, that is being put on that paper.
That's
so
true.
take some time, you know, write a little bit, you know, everybody.
So when last time y'all wrote down something then? Or what was the last thing y'all wrote down? Not just no random ass. You know what I mean? But like some real shit.
The last one I wrote out was my date for my book to come out and the amount of books I wanted. Books / short stories / skits.
Right.
So I just wrote all of the ones I want to see come into fruition.
There you go.
You know, and that I want to see right here on this table one day. That I could say, I wrote this, I filmed this, you feel me? So that's what I'm manifesting. That's the last thing I wrote out was my art.
Are you manifested that New York Times bestseller?
You damn right.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Johnson.
What about you, Calvin, man? We about to get you hyped today, bro. What have you manifested? What have you written down that you want to manifest?
The only thing that I haven't done is created my website yet.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I haven't manifested, but everything else is already in progress.
I believe it, man. So when you plan on creating your website?
Once I study up a little bit more on what I wanted to put on it.
I respect that, man. See, so you seem like you really go by patience with everything, bro, and that's good. And I lack patience, honestly.
I mean, nothing that lasts long okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. So anything that lasts long is not going to take 2 days to do. That's why I told you I observe a lot. Like, I think things through before I do it. Like, I'm not just going to jump into a website and not have an outline and not think it over a few times before I even take action.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people a lot of people say impulsive action is like good, but in a way it's not, because you don't think about the outcome or the precautions that you need to take.
Hold on, y'all both don't think that's good off impulse?
Because impulse you're just doing.
What? All right, go ahead. I want to hear this.
I'm going to let Calvin go. And then, because I'm going to speak on some people who just impulsively do. You feel me? Like, instead of thinking of the pros and cons of it.
Go ahead. You go first.
All right, so there's some people I know, I ain't going to put names out, but
longer than you, so go ahead.
Go for it.
Some people, like, say if you're angry, you just storm out the house.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. You piss me off, you know. Instead of just, let me calm down. Let me take a second. Let me go to my room for a second. Come back and address this situation. I'm gone. I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
Weeks go by. You feel me? Or you can do some extreme shit. I'm moving out the state because you pissed me off. That was the last time I had it. Booty boot. I'm gone. You feel me? Like, you can actually take some time out and address it instead of just impulsively doing. When you know, I just feel like too much of impulse is just happening instead of just, all right, let me calm down for a second. It could be a good and a bad. I just feel like it just depends on your mindset and what you're doing and the state of what you're doing it at. Because, like, maybe that can be best. Like, if you and your parents arguing, let me just leave but so this situation don't have me cussing my family.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, like, I'm just gone. But say if your impulses say, pick up that knife. You feel me? Like, it's an extreme now. You feel me? It's just kind of where your mind is at and what you do.
Okay. I'm going to wait till it last to go ahead. It's on you, brother.
Well, relatively speaking, impulse is just a reaction. Because you can spend money impulsively, you can date impulsively, you can do a lot of things impulsively. But say I was to go off of impulse and create a website and not think it through, because when you do things out of impulse, you have no structure, you have no order, you have no design. It's just, okay, I'm gonna do it, and however it ends up, that's how it ends up. So if I'm in a business and I do my website off of impulse and I don't think it through and develop a strategy, that website is just gonna be chaos. I mean, who can really create a good website off of impulse?
Unless you're just brilliant.
You know what, y'all? I did, man. When I started my commercial cleaning business, I had a dream one night. I defeated a lion, and I woke up next day, and it took me a solid week. And
that's being prompted. That's not impulse.
Oh, well, shit. I just woke up like...
Impulse is doing something impulsively is just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like you were prompted to do that.
And you just doing it.
Okay.
Impulse is just like, I'm sitting here, and then for no reason at all, I just go to the store and spend $100. That's just impulse.
Damn.
Like, I just got paid. I'm about to blow this check.
Impulse comes from no reasoning.
Yeah.
Like you had reasoning, you had structure, and you were prompted to do that. That's not impulse.
Interesting. You know what?
Like, it's something pulled out the blue sky.
You know, I agree to disagree with both of y'all. I use impulse in a different way, though, honestly. I get what y'all saying. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Me, my impulse is like, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Basically, the easiest way I can put this is, if you do things off of impulse, you can do it wrong. And if you continue to do things out of impulse, you can continue to do them wrong. But if you sit back and you think about it, and you develop a structure and a strategy, you can be more effective.
Cause like,
that's true.
Like, you waste time when you do stuff off impulse.
And that's just like a business move, because somebody can try to sell you something and be like, oh yeah, this is the best top of the line new car, blue.
Right.
You know nothing about it. And you know, just because that dude, you need a car and that dude is making it sound so glorified, you just, all right, bet, where can I sign?
You know what?
But then it's like, all right, I should have, you get that car and you're like, shit, I should have thought about it. This car, it's a V8.
It's a lemon.
It's a V8. It's small as hell inside. I can't fit my kids in the back. You feel me? Like, impulse sometimes it just leads you to just react. Like you said, it's just reaction instead of, all right, hold on, businessman. I need to think about this before I do this.
Like, you ever went somewhere and bought something?
Yeah.
And then the next day you didn't need it because something else came up?
Every day, man.
That's impulse.
But I look at it in a great way for me, though, man. I look at everything like, all right, I fucked up. I learned from that. Well, I'm still impulsive, though.
Yeah.
I do stuff all the time. Like that's how I got this podcast stuff. I just want to start buying stuff.
The worst possible situation to be impulsive in, and it's a very common ground situation, is relationships. A lot of relationships are based off of impulse.
Oh, 100%. I went through like 20 of them. Shit.
Yeah.
Like, I've dated impulsive people, and trust me, it's the worst behavior you can ever experience. Like, they do things like that.
It's split.
A split second.
Y'all don't look at that in a good way, though, that y'all at least experience that, though?
It's irrational.
Yeah.
Impulse is irrational. Like,
especially in relationships.
There's no reasoning behind impulse.
Especially if they upset and they just doing whatever. Nah.
And honestly, impulse comes from your subconscious a lot of the times. Like, yeah, I just read up on something like, yeah, your conscious mind and you're aware, but a lot of your decisions, things you do, how you react, it all comes from your subconscious. So whatever you're doing impulsively, check your spirit. That's where it's coming from.
I agree, both of y'all. I agree, but I'm impulsive. I ain't everything, but I am, man. I have to be. I brought that Camaro. Like you say, every situation y'all just brought up, I did before, and I found good in it.
Oh, yeah.
That Camaro, I was in high school. I ain't know shit about buying a car. I had $900. Went to this guy. He's like, yeah, buy this car. I was like, all right. My whole family was like, oh, you brought a piece of shit. Oh, you brought this. You brought this. And I was like, whatever, y'all. It is what it is. The car's here. I want to make the best of it. And that's what I did.
Turn lemons into lemonade.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
And I did it.
That's different, though.
That was impulse, though. That was straight. That wasn't even planned. Like, I'm going to buy a car.
Anybody can buy a car impulsively and get something good out of it.
See what I mean, though? But y'all just said impulsiveness not good. And I just showed y'all how to...
I said your mindset, though. I said it.
Okay.
Like,
I'll do that now.
Like now, if you were to impulsively go buy something like what's something that's just dumb?
Don't you dare me.
I'll do
Calvin,
it.
I'll go do it.
He said, I believe it. What is something stupid that you just buy on the
I
way?
don't know.
An expensive
Okay,
bottle
something?
of liquor.
Yeah. I'll read on in a minute.
Like, I've seen it before. Somebody would just go buy an expensive bottle of liquor just to drink it.
Yeah.
She said, yep, you did. You couldn't get it home either.
Oh, yeah, by the way, hold on, let me get back to that. My dad had drive the Camaro home for me because he drove a Firebird in the wintertime, and I never did. So, yeah, fact. But, yeah, such as balance. You know, I did that before, but, yeah, you were right, though. That's called being reckless with impulsiveness, though. I feel like people who do shit like that is just reckless, and that's what they want to do, though. I need to stop judging people. You know, that's what they want to do. All right? But me, personally, I think that's reckless, and we just, fuck it, let's spend $100 on this bottle of liquor. You know what I mean? That's called not being responsible in a way.
It comes from a source, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It comes from something.
You think if you sad or upset or going through something, man, I'm salty as fuck. Yeah, I'm about to buy hella bottles right now. You feel me? That's like an impulse. You're just doing it, like instead of being like, I'm about to just go be moody.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm about to get drunk as fuck. I'm about to get drunk as fuck. I'm hitting the club with my niggas. You feel me? Instead of like, hold on, chill out, slow down.
That's true. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's different ways to look at impulsiveness in a way. Yeah. It's all about how you see through your lens, you know what I mean? And I realized that with a lot of things in life, honestly.
Yeah. I just say just take some time sometimes. Especially if you are just like a quick impulse person, you know, maybe sometimes think about what you're about to do just for a second. Like, all right, my impulse to say do this, but, you know, take 3 seconds, you know. 3 seconds just to think about it.
Have y'all had a time that impulsiveness worked for y'all, though? And it had to be at least one time.
Oh, yeah, when I bought my laptop.
Oh.
Because I seen that laptop and it was just like, I'm about to buy this right now, you know. But it was great for this, you know, this point in time, you know, it's blessed me. But at that moment, like, it was like that money I needed for some other things. But it all worked out, you know. Thankfully, it all worked out. But it was just an impulse, like, no, I'm about to buy this laptop.
I can honestly say I've never done anything off of impulse. And when I did, I regretted it.
Really? Oh, you got to keep doing it till you not regret it.
Well, see, I would never do that. Like, the only thing, well, see, I can't even,
he don't do it.
This wasn't even off of impulse. Like the Holy Spirit led me to do this.
That's a good one.
My itinerary, no, I was led to do that.
It was impulse, bro. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it, Calvin. Just say it's on impulse.
My fitness business, that wasn't impulse. I thought that through for years.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing I've done has been off of impulse. And every time I did something out of impulse and didn't have any structure or thought process behind it, I regretted it.
I get him
Like,
with that because
it didn't benefit me at all.
Yeah,
What's up?
because I think about a lot before I do shit.
Like,
Like
I can't.
I overthink. So
I don't know. I don't know how you do
that.
that. I don't know how you do that. I can't just do
I'm
something
blessed
without
with-
thinking about it.
I don't know. You know why? 'Cause all this shit keep happening, like how we here now, and I'm just gonna keep on doing it. Even if
Like-
something bad happens, I just gotta keep on going.
Yeah,
Certain decisions you make,
Uh-huh.
they can be a bystander of impulse because you have to do it before you can talk yourself out of it. But
Yeah.
just doing something just off of like pure impulse and in that moment, I've never done it before.
You know, you said though last week when I recorded you outside, you said if something comes to your mindset you want to do, hurry up and do it. Within 5 seconds, you go think yourself out of it. So is that like semi way of impulse?
Well,
Those are words from you.
no, I understand that.
Go
But
for it.
the only thing I really can say is impulse has no reason.
yeah. And he said think. You know,
So think before you.
think before you do.
But is thinking always good though?
No,
No.
because if you want to go to school, you literally have 5 seconds before your brain and before your neurology system starts to try to talk you out of and give you reasons why you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It sure does.
You really have 5 seconds to decide.
And you know, for us to even think that way, do you think we should look into all of ourselves to like find a way to defeat that? Is that an ego you think that is?
What?
Like that thing, let's say you want to do something, right? I want to do this. And then you start thinking about it. You start talking yourself out of it.
No, that's
and you hear what I'm saying?
Well-
You start talking yourself out of it.
That's your mind playing its tricks.
I just did some research on fear and stress, and turns out when fear hits the surface, your frontal lobe starts to swell up,
Yep.
blocking out every rational thought you could ever think of. You realize when you develop fear, if you were to breathe, you actually clear your frontal lobe so you can think clearly.
Yeah. I just read about this today. Keep on
really?
going. Keep it going.
Yeah, it's a lot of the times fear, anxiety, what else? Depression, loneliness, and many others. They come from the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They come from overthinking.
Yeah. 100%.
All of them come from it. So if you take a moment and you breathe, it actually causes the gland on your frontal lobe to go down. And when it goes down, the blood can process. When the blood can process, you can actually start to think clearer.
That is so true. Sorry, I had to try it out. Go ahead.
Like, okay,
Because I've been working my
what do
breathing
you
a lot
call
lately.
fear? Because I don't call fear fear. I call it an adrenaline rush. Because your heart starts beating.
Oh, you say
It's like
Glenn says
anxiety.
first.
Yeah. What do you call fear? I just call it a rush.
Yeah, I call
I just call it fear for real, man. I'm gonna be real.
Because, fear isn't a concept.
Oh,
Fear
no,
is
I know.
It's a feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like my heart beating, anxiety in a way, but that's another word too in a concept. I can tell you how I feel when I feel fear, though.
That's what I feel.
Like,
Like if
you-
it's fear,
you shake.
I'm anxious. Like it's
Yeah.
like
It's just heart beating.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to learn how to moderate your fear.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to learn you can be fearful, but you have to learn how to be fearful and still move at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was fearful to get behind the camera when I first started. But if I didn't,
Wouldn't be here.
not even here, the church wouldn't even let me do what I'm going to start doing in July.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was disobedient to what God told me,
If you listen to your mind, you wouldn't be your blessings
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
be raining on you.
like me and you would have never linked.
That's facts, though, and that was out of nowhere.
So it's just like
That's facts.
the timing of it in its essence was perfect. You had just started. You needed somebody new. I had started. You saw it. I hit you up.
Yep.
That's how this started. And then you came along.
You know, I just told y'all I wasn't comfortable
Like,
behind the camera.
you see how the pieces just kind of fell where they may.
Yeah,
100%.
that's how it happens.
And it's crazy, man. And
Shut your minds off.
I'm about to say, sometimes it's hard to do that though. As much as I
yeah.
preach meditation, I meditate, actually quite often, but my mind's still racist, you know what I mean? It still does. It's feel like it's never going to get to the point you can actually fully shut it off. But
What's your mind?
yeah.
You can.
You can.
Forever?
Yeah.
I can okay.
Probably so. I'm glad
Well,
y'all think that.
I don't
I'm
think
glad y'all think that. No,
forever.
that's good. Y'all do.
We're talking right now.
Yeah. It's not work. It's not now. It's not going.
If you give me, no, I'm saying like we're talking right now, so my thoughts are gone.
Yeah, yeah,
If you give me 10 seconds right now, I can clear my head and not be thinking about anything at all.
yeah, yeah. That's 100%. But can you live a life like that forever though, on a daily
No, I'm
basis?
saying, and that can last from now
Training.
all the way up until tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's good.
If you think like Buddhists and monks, if you train like that, you can have your mind to the point where you don't think, you just operate.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Like I used to overthink things to the point where I would develop anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me to be able to clear my head and keep that concept for an extended period of time, it's a blessing to me.
Yeah.
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 So going through anxiety. So everybody here pretty much went through anxiety, like kind of in a way.
Yep.
So what's y'all ways of coping with anxiety in a way? Because a lot of people go through that. Everybody goes through that.
I have to separate myself for a second. Like, especially, so say, if like we're about to go to a party or where there's a bunch of people and I have to be social and interact, I'll take a second and just, okay, let me go to the bathroom, let me go outside and breathe for a second. I just need to calm myself, because sometimes I just overthink, like, they all looking at me, I look weird, like, they see me panicking and nobody even gives a shit about me. So I'll leave the room for a second and just breathe, calm myself down, and then come back in. And what I do is typically I'll start talking to somebody, because then that helps me just get over my anxiety by just talking, because at that point I'm allowing myself to get comfortable.
Right, right.
Instead of just, shielding off and staying away from everybody, I'll just, just say something random, or even just give somebody a compliment, or just even walk around the room, just let my essence calm down amongst the madness for that minute.
So what do you think causes that though? What's the root to that?
Anxiety?
Yeah.
Just me overthinking, because I'm just, well, sometimes it's just the energies. It's just a lot of energy I'm trying to process for me.
Right.
But I think it's just me overthinking, not being comfortable with myself in that environment.
Okay.
So I'm not allowing myself to be comfortable because I'm not comfortable.
Right.
But, just taking those seconds to calm myself. I'm comfortable now, weaving through everybody. Okay. It's calm, it's safe.
Right.
You don't have to be paranoid. You don't have to be afraid.
Right.
They're just people like you. They could be feeling the same thing you feeling. So
is that more so a little bit of social anxiety in a way?
yeah, social anxiety,
yeah.
but still anxiety,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I had problems with that for a good while. You know what I mean? I was always around people, but always times I felt a little awkward around people.
Yeah.
Like if everybody's like we talked about this before already. Somebody's like looking at me, like everybody's just looking.
Yeah.
And then I just, now that I'm in front of the camera so much, I'm like, hey, look at me, shit.
Look at me.
I still feel awkward going sometimes around big crowds, but
Yeah.
overall, shit. I got a camera in front of me, so
Yeah.
it's our eyes in front of me.
It's eyes everywhere when you think about it. We social media is eyes, but we just, the only difference is they're not in front of you. So I think that's, we become so used to hiding behind, a phone, so we're not used to being social anymore. We don't have those communication skills because we communicate through text message. We communicate over the phone instead of, all right, I need to meet up with this person. So let me go face to face. Let's have this meeting right now. Let's talk. We do everything through that. So social anxiety has been caused a lot because of phones. Social media. Before, when you want to talk to a girl, you got to chop her down. You feel me? Like, hey, go holler at her. My dad had to tell me that young. Hey, go talk to her.
Go talk to her.
Yeah, like, and it was like that. Go talk to her. What do I say? And,
You're right.
It's breaking that ice. It's getting over that social anxiety, that push. But once you do it, it's like, all right, it's that confidence. You like, I could talk to people.
That's real.
So yeah.
That's a good way. That's good though, man. At least now you got better with it though.
Oh, I'm getting a lot better. I'm getting comfortable with myself. I'm not I think that's a big part of it. When you're not comfortable with you in a sense, or you just kind of overthink or have judgment on yourself, you put that judgment into other people. You know, you make them you're giving like your thoughts and opinions to them to think about you.
Right.
You feel me? Like they can just see you as a regular person. Hey, he look cool, you know, but you thinking like, oh, they think I'm weird, you know, I'm quiet as fuck, I ain't saying shit, and it's like they ain't thinking none of that. You thinking it. So
you know, me personally, real quick, I think self-anxiety is we create it. At the end of the day, you never peep that. Like, we create, like, I go around somebody, feel awkward. I'm like, hold on, I feel awkward around these people. You know what I mean?
I feel awkward.
I don't know what none of them are thinking. I don't give a shit. Why should I even care? That's my own world.
Yes.
And that's what I mean by where you feel on the inside is what you see on the outside, what you perceive on the outside. You know, on a deep level. Yeah.
That's like that manifestation. You reflecting it onto people, so then you're manifesting your awkwardness, so then you look awkward because you're making shit awkward.
I fell victim to that for quite some. Still doing it to this day, but I'm aware of it. I'm a lot better.
Yeah, that's why I was happy we went out over the weekend. Just getting out, it was like I need to just start just talking more, you know, and being around people. Honestly, that's another thing that helped me. Being around over the top people who just don't care, who are very impulsive, who are very being around people who are impulsive, who are extroverted, you know, especially when they're next to you doing extroverted things. Yeah, you know, it makes you have to get comfortable because you're like, I'm with this person regardless, you know, they're having a great time, I don't want to put a damper on it, so let me liven up, you know, let me get comfortable, you know, because what they're doing is fun, you know, so why wouldn't I want to have fun like that? So I was that guy. People be out kicking, I'll be like, I'm gonna stay up here on the wall, and I'm like, they're having a good time, like, fuck it, you know, I ain't no party person, I'm still not to this day, but I did a little, that went back to my corner, with a drink, chilling, chilling. Be true to who you are, you know, like if you're not that extroverted, bro, don't be that, you know, be who you are. But, you know, if you want to get out and have fun, do that, you know, stop caring what others think, you know, because it's really all in your mind. You care way more than any fucking body else. You got to be transparent is what they say, man. You got to be transparent, you know, just be you, you know. Be you. And that hooping helping that too, you know, being around so many different energies and new people, you know, because I play, sometimes I would play timid basketball, you know, that's something I learned. Like with my friends, I'm comfortable. I'm doing moves I usually just do, but when it's a whole group, I play timid. Like I'll just pass the ball up, not really being myself, but once I got comfortable and that confidence grows in me, like, no, just ball out. Just have fun. Like, F it. If you make a bad pass, you made a bad pass. Get over it, you know? You got to feel that energy. You got to feel that energy. That's how I was making with y'all. It was all I knew y'all, half of y'all already, but still I have to get kind of, all right. Yeah, like, I'm fine. And that helped, though, boost confidence within myself. Simply by just hooping. Just hooping. Like, doing... Social interactions are a great way to get over your anxiety. Doing things with groups of people, even if it's reading, even if it's just going to a library, if it's just going to, you know, wine events. You feel me? Just do social things. I feel like that'll help people with social anxiety. True. What about you, Calvin? How do you cope with the anxiety and everything?
Understanding that I'm not going to be comfortable with everything that I encounter. Like when you all were talking about everything is in your thoughts, your perception of you is somebody else's statue of you. And the more you think worse off on yourself, the more you add to their statue of who you are. And it's hard to beat down a statue that's been standing for at least a few years. So if you've been going about hanging around somebody for about 2 or 3 years and you've had this inconsistent perception of yourself because you're so worried about what somebody else thinks, they're going to look at you and just, they're not going to really know what to put a label on. They're just going to look at you as this lost character, this person that's trying to figure things out. That shit shows anyway.
Ain't that a good thing? I think we all trying to figure something out though. Oh, yeah. You can be 95, you can be, I don't know, you know what I mean? I think we are, but that's a good point what you said though, bro. It's real good. That's something I'm learning with as well. Like you said, just accepting who you are, the biggest part.
It's ironic we're on this subject because I was meditating on it while you all were talking, but knowing who you are is like really important because when you don't know who you are, you settle for what people call you. So say your title as Justin is a traveling blogger. If you don't know who you are, you'll settle for somebody saying you are a recorder, or you're a photographer, or you're a dancer, or you're a writer. When you don't know your own title, you'll settle for any title given. As bad as that may sound, you'll settle for something like, "Oh, I'm a bartender.
Whip me up a drink."
I fuck with the bartenders out there. I know what you said, though. 100%.
And it's just like, you ever seen a leaf on a windy day alone? How it has no direction, it's flying up and down, east and west, north and south, and it takes a long time just to hit the ground. That's what it's like when you get caught up in the perception of others.
Can you elaborate more on that? I'm visualizing everything you're saying.
With a leaf, before it hits the ground, it goes like this the whole time. Sometimes it'll do a double loop. Sometimes it'll go any direction. It takes that leaf so long to hit the ground because the wind is constantly hitting it at different directions. So if you don't know who you are and you're going out and you're going to these parties and you're going to seeing all these people and you're talking to them, and you don't understand who you are as an individual and what direction you want to go, them asking you questions like, "Hey, you want to be a writer?" You'll mess around and say, "Yeah," just because it sounds good. And whatever sounds good doesn't mean it's for you. Like me, I know my title as Calvin Wyndham. Like, I know what my title is. I'm a youth liberator. So anybody that tells me something outside of that category, I won't settle for it. Like, you can tell me and you can say it, but I know who I am. So you can't expect me to step outside my boundaries of where I'm supposed to go and who I'm supposed to be and what directions I need to go. Because a lot of people, when they don't know who they are, okay, I'll put it this way.
No, you should have kept going.
No, I'm going in the same direction. So say I'm at an intersection and I can go straight, left, and right. You're a personal blogger, a traveling blogger. Going straight gets you to a conference. Going left gets you to a concert. And going right gets you to a football game. If you didn't know who you were supposed to be, which one would you go to?
If I didn't know?
If you didn't know.
See, I don't know. I know you get in with this, though.
Now that you do know, which one would you take?
Neither one. Like, shit, screw all those. Yeah, the conference. What's at the conference, though?
Networking.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay.
You couldn't go to a concert or a football game.
He's saying for you in your journey, you feel.
I'm thinking like what I want to do in life. Neither one. It sounds boring. Okay,
when you know where you're going, you know what not to choose.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're not tempted.
Yeah.
Y'all know I always got to critique something, but if I go to that football game, I can beat somebody on the podcast. You get what I'm saying?
I wasn't even gonna lie. I'm gonna say that concert sound like
that concert. Hey, you do music? Come on through.
Hey, you know. Hey,
I know what you said though. Overall, though,
I met an author at my job, just from normal conversation. Like, he asked me, "What do I do?" And I told him. He said, "Oh, you know, I'm an author." I just told him I do podcasts and I have a business. I have business partners. He was like, "Oh, well, I'm an author." And I was like, "What do you mean?"
I've been like,
oh.
He was like, "I'm a book publisher, so if you have anybody that's writing a book, let them know." And then that's when I told you.
Yeah.
But it's just like, everywhere you go, you don't know what you can encounter. And if you understand that you can't control every encounter that you go through, it actually suppresses the anxiety. Because anxiety is just lack of control.
Yeah.
Because when you control the situation, guess what? You're not anxious.
Yeah.
You don't get jittery. You don't shake.
It's just that.
But if you can't embrace the art of not knowing, you'll never get your miracle.
Embrace it.
That's true. So when it comes to knowing and not knowing, I went through that point in life, like not knowing which direction I want to go. Of course, the college route, but that's a planned out route. So let's say, for instance, you're that leaf right now. You know, obviously you know what you want to do, but you're that leaf. How do you find your own flow within that flow of everybody else is trying to push you?
Take time to yourself.
See, yeah, that's a big question though.
You said, how do you find your own flow when you're that leaf floating in the air?
Let's say you're not leaving. All the wind is just, whatever pushing you. How do you control that flow, or how do you find your own flow?
Discerning the movement. So Your natural course of flow has its own. It has its own rhythm. Everything that we do has a rhythm.
Okay.
Success has a rhythm, and failure has a rhythm. Procrastination is the rhythm of failure. Diligence is the rhythm of success. So if you're diligent over these podcasts, and you're diligent over the videos, and you're diligent over the content, eventually you'll hit that barrier of success. Now, if you procrastinate and you do a video here, you wait like 3 weeks, then you do another video. You wait like 3 weeks, then you do another video. You're setting yourself up for failure because you're not putting yourself in a position where you can be seen. Now, if I'm that leaf and I'm floating in the air and I'm going each and every direction, you have to learn, you got to learn the rhythm of the directions first. And whichever one flows easiest to you is the one you gravitate towards. Now, I don't mean easiest as in, okay, I'm going this direction most of the time.
This one's easier. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's not that. It's the flow of your understanding. So if I have choices to be a musician, bodybuilding, or a coach, whichever one comes easiest is the one that I gravitate towards. So if it comes natural to me,
Yeah.
or if it just sounds like it's part of my nature, that's what I gravitate towards. Like a lot of times people don't understand that your purpose is in something you've been doing your whole life. I've been mentoring kids my whole life. I've been teaching kids. I've been coaching kids my whole life.
Yeah.
Even when I was getting coached, I was still coaching kids because the coaches were telling me, go talk to these kids and teach them how to do this and teach them how to do that.
Each one teach one.
It's natural. Like
Yeah. So your purpose finds you. So for anybody out there that's going through this right now that can't find a purpose, will you say your purpose is going to find you?
You already know
Your
it.
purpose is already in you.
Okay. So how does somebody come aware of that? Because a lot of people honestly do go through, like, I know we're not perfect men at all, but at least know this. So let's say somebody doesn't know this at all.
This is what I would tell them. You can't possess people. You only can experience them. It's not on you. It's in you. And what's in you can't be taken from you. So once you come to an understanding of who you are and what you like, your purpose will become keen to you.
And you just start meeting people who do it.
Like, okay, I'll go towards the subject of manifestation to make this a lot easier. There's 5 steps to manifestation. Writing it down. Being grateful. And that's the one thing that a lot of people lack. If you're not grateful for what you have, you can't attract an abundance. So, success breeds contempt. You know what contempt is, right? So if you're contempt in a situation, you wrote down your goals. You're constantly reiterating your goals every night. And also it takes 21 days to make something become a part of your nature.
Fact.
So if I'm doing this cycle over and over and over and over again, did you know your subconscious works and runs twice as fast when you're asleep? Because your conscious mind shuts down. I tried this yesterday and it was crazy. Before you go to sleep, write down your goals, read them out loud 3 times. And then ask yourself something out loud. How do I put myself in a position to get my business off the ground? And do that for 21 days and see what happens. I guarantee your subconscious will give you an answer, because you'll wake up in the middle of the night and be like, whoa, wait a minute.
Challenge accepted.
That's what I can do. Because I did it unconsciously. Like I always wonder, I was like, how can I put myself in a position to talk to people and get them to interact with me? Because I wasn't always a tangible talker. Like I would get in front of people and I would choke. And the only way I could articulate myself effectively was to write it down and then give them a note and say, here, read this. That's what I had to do with my parents. So when you're manifesting something, you got to make sure you know what you want. You have to be able to be grateful for where you are and not where you're going.
Oh, hell yeah. Can't be big-headed.
And
get shit ripped away.
Most importantly, and this is the hardest one out of all of them, it's not writing them down. It's not being grateful. It's believing.
Yep.
And people don't understand the cycle of believing. Like, you can do something and you could be doing it and you can be consistent. But if you don't believe it,
it ain't coming to true.
You're not gonna grab hold of it.
Facts.
You just doing.
Believing isn't just saying, okay, I can do this. That's not believing.
Nah.
Like, believing is speaking with power. Believing is speaking with affirmation.
You know it.
It's intentional.
You saying, I'm doing it. I've done it. It's done.
Like, I will travel the world for a living.
Like,
Yeah.
That sound
I
wild.
am traveling the world for a living.
which one is more powerful?
What?
I believe. No. I have faith or I hope. Which one is more powerful?
I have faith.
Why?
That's just what came to me. Like, from
Me
my
too.
spirit, it was just like I have
Hope
faith.
sounds like I hope this happens. Like, you kind of weary about it. You're not like really confident.
So with hope, and a lot of people say hope and faith are the same thing.
They're about to come attack you.
They are the same thing. But when you say I have faith, that's not saying you're going to lose. That's saying it's going to happen eventually. Now, when you say I hope, that's automatically giving up power. That's automatically saying, okay, it's a possibility that I can't do this. It might happen. It could happen.
That's true.
I'm not sure, but I'm going to try it. And if it doesn't, I'm okay with it.
Like, when people say, I hope for the best, you know,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Hey, like, I hope for the best, y'all. What
Like,
do you mean you hope for the best? You know the best?
Like, no, it's the best.
I
is
used to
come.
say I hope,
Yeah.
but when I grew in my faith and I started to understand what it meant to be intentional, I stopped saying I hope. Because when you say I hope, you're literally telling over 70 sales, I hope I make it. Mm-hmm. I hope one day I'm not living check to check. You're literally sending out a signal to Murphy's Law saying I don't want it. You know what Murphy's Law is, right?
Yeah. And it's also like saying, I'll try and I will, you know. I'll try and make it. And then saying, I will make it. It's that confirmation you're doing.
Like, what follows, that I is so important.
That's true.
That I
am shit.
That I am is affirming power automatically.
Yep.
That I believe, I will, I must, I can.
Manifesting.
Those are the
I
only
said
things
that
you should
too.
be saying.
You're manifesting.
I
I'm
can,
glad you
I
said
must,
that.
I will.
See, because my bio and my Jay Gaines thing, follow my Jay Gaines page on Facebook, but the description says I am, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I am. That's my description. Feel like,
I am what I say I am.
What does he mean?
That's
What
what's
you
up.
say? Yeah, that's what my description.
Actually, I like that. I'm about to put that in mind. I am.
I am.
It's so simple and pure. It's, I am.
Like what? If you don't get it, hey, you're not supposed to.
Hey,
So it's just,
Facts.
find who you are, people. Take that time.
You are who you are, people. That's what I want to say for real.
When you're trying to find who you are, it's scary. I will admit that. It's scary because you have to isolate yourself. And most of all, you have to face yourself. And when you don't know who you are, you're facing a wall of Scrabble.
It's just a bunch of decoding you have to go
it's
through.
just like,
I'm facing
it's
myself.
what is that code that's really complicated?
I had to face myself.
What is that code that's really complicated? They use it for viruses. It's full of ones and zeros.
Yeah, it was on the Matrix.
Binary, not binary.
Oh,
code.
Said
Is
on
it?
the Matrix once.
I
Is
don't
it
know. You know, I'm
binary
not a
code?
computer geek no more. I don't know.
What would you say?
It's full of ones and zeros. Is it binary
I
code?
say code.
I swear it's a different name.
I don't think it's binary code.
Yeah. Dang, they said it on the Matrix a bunch of
Long
times.
story, it's a whole bunch of codes. It's a whole bunch of numbers.
Like, figuring out who you are is like going into a matrix and not understanding your own concept.
yeah.
You have to read all them ones and zeros.
It's
and
like
those,
somebody
these
throwing a
mean
piece of
this.
hair and a whole bunch of needles, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you think about
That's
like
how complicated
Needle in
it
the
is.
haystack. Or
needle in a haystack.
That's how complicated it is.
Yep. You know, I'm starting to realize though, it is complicated, but when you start to become aware of it, it's not as complicated no more. Like right now, this is probably the least complicated I've ever been in my life right now.
But that's because you eliminated everything else.
Yeah, I did. You're
So
right.
you're left literally with something like this.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? And that also falls in place with being a minimalist. Y'all know what that is? It's like you keep everything down to minimum. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
I eliminated a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I did need some stuff still here I have to eliminate, but it makes me feel more wholesome and me.
I'm a minimalist when
yeah.
it comes to people.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I know
Like
a lot of
the
people
people that I hang around and it requires literally almost nothing to be around them, those are the people that I stay around.
Mm-hmm.
But when you require me to give some energy and I actually got to put some effort in to stand around you, I leave you alone.
Because you can't be yourself at that point. Because you have to try to fit in.
Yeah.
You're fitting into a box that you're meant to be a circle in. You feel me? So that's something I had to go through as well. Especially when to cut or when to know just to leave certain people in certain situations. Because you're just being drained at that point.
Once you get the red flag, leave. Like Calvin said, I have a problem cutting people off. Sometimes you need to do that.
Man, I do.
Sniff. And you know, it's not even a problem. And I thought about what you said. That's not a problem, bro. You just need to cut some people.
It's not, because along the process, the higher you go, the more people you're going to have to cut off. Like, there may come a point where there's certain levels to success. And once you get to a certain point in success, it's not about willpower. It's about stamina. So at the pace that you're moving, everybody that's in your circle right now may not be able to go at that pace. So you may have to cut off your best friend because he can't do what you're doing. And that's going to hurt.
I can't do. I haven't did that though.
Well, you haven't gotten to that point.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I cut them off. I believe in loving from a distance.
There will come a point in your life where your best friend could be your backup jetpack. And then once you get to a certain level of success, he becomes boosters to a rocket.
Have you ever thought about bringing them along though? Like, hey, let me help you become successful as well. That's what I did with a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, but you delay your destiny when you do that.
Me personally, I don't. It makes my destiny bigger than me. You know, sometimes you gotta think bigger than you.
It just depends on the push-pull factor.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like if you have to use
more
effort to pull,
okay,
you're delaying yourself.
Yeah, if I gotta pull you, I'm dropping you.
Yeah, no,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You're gonna have to drop people off,
and that's a part of finding yourself. You know, when finding yourself, you have to know like this group ain't the group for me. You feel me? Like I'm better than this. What we're doing, if we ain't doing shit every day, but just smoking, drinking, you know in yourself like I'm better than this.
Like if somebody can't match your capacity, you shouldn't have them around.
Oh, I get you. I thought you meant just somebody like who's kind of little, you know. Oh, they're slightly behind me.
Oh no,
I said that's ruthless.
Nah,
I mean
you be by yourself at the end of the day. Because you know, as we get higher in life, we gotta realize though, a lot of people. Everything that glitters ain't gold. A lot of good people may come to us maybe doing the same thing, but they may be a fishy motherfucker behind the scenes. You never know, and
that's why you gotta understand people's motive
and who they are to you. Because you have to know. You have to know
that's facts.
The people in your group. There's always one snake. You know, they always say it's always a snake in the grass, but I ain't gonna have no snakes in my grass.
I cut them all up. And
I'm
they
telling
probably
you.
buried now. So rest in peace.
I keep everybody in my circle 3 arms lengths away.
Yeah.
I don't let anybody get into my personal space like that. My family isn't even in my personal space like that.
I let too many people in before, so now it's a wall up. But
no, break down that wall. That's that ego.
I was about to say it's a wall I have to break, but it comes with time. It's allowing people in because when you think you have genuine people in your corner, but then they show you those other sides, you just building a brick every time. You're like, well, here go another brick, here go another brick, here go, and then it's a natural wall that you just put up. You only gonna give so much, like you said. You keep them at arm's length because every time you thought it was genuine, there go a brick. You feel me?
And you scared to pick up those damn bricks? And you're not scared? You tired to pick up those bricks?
Oh yeah, you get tired of.
But you thought about fuck it. You thought about this seriously? Fuck it. I'm done building this wall. I'm putting in this work to build this wall to stay from y'all. You know what? Fuck it. I'm such a powerful human being that you can't get close to me.
Yeah, no. I don't. That's the ego. That's a god tier. You feeling like you boosted your head up. No, it ain't that. I don't want you around me. It's just I have to make sure that it's okay for you to be around me. I have to. It's not test you, but we have to weigh those waters because naturally I'm just if I like you, cool. Like, come on through, let's kick it. But you know, being hurt, you know, going through certain pains, you naturally become that arm's distance because I have to see. You know, like, we have to make sure. Just like you feel me? Even Calvin.
Yeah,
I've actually gotten around that.
Yeah.
Like now, I don't even have to put people at arm's distance.
Yeah.
Once you, it's weird. Once you get your energy and your frequency to a certain height, those people just don't get to you anymore.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, it's like
right now. You know that guy I told you all about at work.
Yeah. I like how you say his name.
He
ruthless.
He cannot get to me in any manner at all anymore, and it kills him.
Mm-hmm.
When you get yourself to a certain height, people that operate that low, they just don't bug you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they know you ain't even there.
Yeah,
like, you don't match my frequency.
You laugh at them.
Yeah, they don't get to.
And
you.
It's the truth. Like I really do laugh at them.
They just pop up. They make their pop ups. That's one thing I'll say. They will try to pop up in your life just on some fluke shit. Like they'll just, yo, what's up? How you been? Like, no, I know what you want. You just want some money,
See,
or you just trying to bug me, or you need something, or you want me to entertain you because you're bored for that second.
Hey, what you about to get into?
Yeah,
man?
like that. What you WYD? Everybody
what you
get that WYD text, and it's like, nah, I know what you want.
So it was binary code.
Oh yeah, binary code. Okay. Yep. Cut them off. Yeah, that's the key to it. Yeah, that's what we do. We cut them off, you know.
Got to.
But in order to cut people off, sometimes you gotta go through the experience of it to understand that you have to cut off people. Why?
Why? You can't just all the time. You got to go through experiences because sometimes all that shines ain't gold. You feel me?
That's what I was just saying, man. Like, listen, I still look at them to this day, but I look at them as good. I try to look at everything as good. I really do.
Yeah, it's learning lessons.
And when I get burnt by people, or that sounds foul. No, not that. But when I get crossed by people and everything, you know, I look at it like, okay, cool, you know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, it's a learning.
Now I know when I get that kind of vibe that person gave off, I know it's a red flag.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool.
You got to go through that. That helps you grow as a person. Yeah. You know, they're all learning experiences. Relationships, you feel me? There's a lot of we hung on to for far too long, but it taught us a lot. It was reasons why we kept going through those experiences.
Yeah.
You know, it's certain karmas we got to learn through those experiences.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah, it come back around. It's gonna bite your ass.
Oh shit!
You want to know the bad thing about that is?
What?
People don't know when it's coming around.
Nope.
Like they just think it's just life hitting them. No, that's karma hitting.
That's their karma, Yeah.
It hit us all though. Do you think karma always hit us as human beings? We're not perfect. We're gonna always mess up.
Okay.
What you give is what you get, and you gonna get.
Because I think it's gonna hit me no matter what. Like anything I do.
Everybody at this table knows about energy, right?
Yeah.
And you know the energy you send out is the energy you get back.
Yeah.
Energy comes in every different shapes or forms. So, say you had this one girl, and you just did her downright dirty.
Sorry, girl.
You cheated on her.
Damn.
You dogged her. You used her for her money. You used her car. You did all of that.
Balling.
And then eventually you finally broke up with her. And then this other girl comes around and she seems like she's good. But by the time she's done with you, she's done what you did to that other girl, but worse.
Yeah, buddy. And that hurts.
A lot of people don't think about it though.
Yeah.
They just think, oh, she just did me just wrong. No. The same way you did that girl is the way she did you.
Yep. I can't agree more with that one, brother. Because guess what? Me as a man, I experienced that multiple times. I had a good woman before.
That's why you got to be careful how you treat people.
Yeah, you do, man.
And just what you do.
I'm the last one to judge somebody.
Yeah. That's true.
Judgment is never good.
I still judge people sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a natural thing, but
I'll look at somebody and I won't think of nothing.
I've done it, but I check myself. Myself checks it real quick, like, and what the fuck?
That's why
let them do what they do. Somebody judging you, You don't like that, so why would you go out judging them? Let them be as free as they want
Because
to be.
we think we're better than everybody.
It's just acceptance. We gotta learn in this day and age. Acceptance is what's gonna set everybody free. Like, I can't control what that man do. If he want his hair yellow and pink, let that man hair be yellow and pink. If he want to,
You talk about yourself.
hey, y'all know I'm with
Zaire
the
don't
color.
care.
I don't be giving a shit.
That's why I fuck with you, man. You don't care.
I don't care. I had to get over that because my family taught me, like, they're so judgmental. I can't be like that. Like,
So how was your family when you start coloring your hair?
boy, that shit was crazy.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they said, so this
That's
is the
horrible.
new you. Yeah.
That's horrible.
I can't express and be myself around my own people.
You realize that?
That is I act weird about my fam. I don't care. It is what it is.
A lot of that's crazy. Most of the pain we go through as children comes from home.
Yeah. That's why
Most
we
of
see the
it.
world the way it is.
Most
Because
of it.
home.
It starts at home.
It started at home. It's all actions that we've learned. You know, everything we learned you can tie it back to childhood traumas, memories, you know, experiences. That's why we act the way we do. There's a lot of it is acting out because we couldn't act it at home, or we couldn't be who we wanted to be at home. That's how I am.
Yeah.
You always doing some crazy shit, always dressing different. Yeah, because I couldn't be myself at home. So now I got the freedom to do it. That's why I call myself freedom, because I want to be free. I was in chains at the crib.
I feel it. You know, because they're not used to seeing that.
Hell no.
Like, that's when you breaking like a generational curse in a way.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
That's what it is.
It
like,
is, like-
oh, you're not falling in line with what we want.
You left the church. Oh, go to hell.
You left the church. You going to hell.
You
Like,
coloring your hair. What's up with that?
Hey,
What's
Zaire,
skinny jeans
we need to
on?
talk to you about your coloring your hair. So how was that first conversation you ever had interacting?
The first time, okay, so first it switched up because it's levels to when you doing stuff with your hair. You just don't, I mean, nowadays people just doing shit to their hair. For me, it was growing it out. The first thing was, I'm growing my hair out. You know, like, oh, so you ain't cutting your hair, you ain't getting a haircut this week, huh? Like, nope.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's starting to twist up. You ain't gonna get it done or nothing. Nope. Oh, is shit looking wild? Well, now that's just you, huh? Like, that's just Z. Like, you sure you don't want a haircut? Yeah, I'm sure this is what I want to do.
For real.
You know, and over time, my hair was just a fucking mess. So after that point, I twisted it up. Well, had girls twist it up for me. Now that's a different style. Then it became I could do some more shit to this. I'm about to bleach my shit.
Yeah.
The first time I bleached my hair,
Black family
Lord.
attached. Yep.
You done fucked your hair up. It's damaged. You gotta cut that out. You gotta cut it. It ain't never gonna be the same. You had nice hair. You doing all this stuff to it. Now it just don't look right. You look like you're a rapper and you just want to be wild. And I'm like, what job you gonna get? That was the first thing.
And black families always say, what job you gonna
What
get?
job
We
you gonna
hire
get
you
with
like
that? You know you're gonna have to color your hair when you get that interview. You know you can't go in there looking like that.
He just got a new job, by the way, y'all. Just got a
yeah.
But go ahead.
I'm a DSP. Shout out to it. But yeah, so anything is possible. You just have to know how to carry yourself.
Yeah.
Because people can look at me and they gonna judge the hell out of me quick. Because if I'm standing next to you and they look at me, you know they probably gonna think I'm gonna talk to him before I talk to him. But it's crazy because at the gym,
That's
there's perfect example. The guy I work out with, big, just cocky dude, regular looking guy. Older white people talk to me all the time. And he be like, man, they love you.
That is unique, man.
Yeah, and like they just come up with stories and they just flow, which is always baffling to me because I'm just like, damn, why don't they talk to you?
Yeah.
You know, like they'll straight come to me, the most covered in tattoos, you feel me? And they feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's the energy I give off.
You give a good energy, yeah.
Yeah, it's the energy I give off. And that's why I told them, they just feel something that makes them comfortable. I don't judge them because, shit, who am I to judge? You feel me? I'm the last person who can go out here
Black
judging
family's
anybody.
gonna judge you. Like, look at that young man over there.
Yeah, but it's an older thing. A lot of it is an
Yeah,
older thing because even when I was at Coca-Cola, man, you always doing some new shit to your hair. You need to get the Nas fade, get the little line in this shit.
They be trying to
get your
frame
waves
you.
back. It's like, no, that's you. That's your generation. That's who you want me to be. I can't be who you want me to be. And I don't want to be that. He boring as fuck.
I
So,
don't know what that is, though.
huh?
I said, I don't know what that is.
This is people judging.
No.
Oh.
I'm the same way. I attract a lot of older people. Like, kids my age don't talk to me.
I swear.
To save my life.
It'd be weird.
But a 40-year-old or a 50-year-old or a 30-year-old, oh, they'll talk my ear off.
I swear.
I don't know what it is.
I think it's
I might just be that mature. But I don't get along with people my age. I can't conversate with people my age.
It's like strenuous when you try. It's like you're pulling teeth out. You're just like, okay, we just not there.
And that's when you know you really need to change your surroundings.
Took the words right out of my mouth. All right.
Like,
I was ready to say that.
No, like it took me a while to realize that. Like, a lot of the people that you associate yourself with, if it's really hard to conversate with them, you need to disassociate yourself from them and stop talking to them. You ever talk to somebody and felt like you was dumbing down your words?
I know I do with certain people, and I'll be salty as
y'all
fuck.
got that with me. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know that with me. Y'all, some stuff y'all be saying, I'm like, what? So you may have to with me.
See, but it's not dumbing down. It's like your whole lingo switches up.
I know
like you try to fit, like say, like,
hey,
yeah, babe, what up, homie? You know, you gotta switch up who you are just to fit in.
Me, I gravitate a lot. Like all my conversations when I talk to people, it all gravitates toward one thing. Spirituality and self-awareness is like the main subject of what I talk about with people who I go around.
Oh, 100%, man. Mm-hmm. That's what we're going through. That's our main core.
Like, spirituality is like my only topic of discussion. Mm-hmm. And with certain people, like, okay,
dang,
I don't even want to go there.
No, go there. Go.
Even on this podcast,
yeah,
I go to a certain point and then I stop. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm not sure if I should go that deep.
No, I need you to enlighten us or me, whoever.
Enlighten us.
We all got to learn somehow.
Okay. I'll give you something. Remember that question you asked me about how do you find out who you are?
Yeah.
Give me an explanation on how you would find out who you are.
Me personally.
And in a spiritual view, not a worldly view.
Oh, man, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked me that. In a worldly view. Yeah, in a spiritual view.
How would you find out who you are?
I'm going to tell you my journey to that, honestly. It might be very simple. Being by myself, outside in nature, and doing things by myself.
So you put yourself in a position to develop in obscurity.
Yep, by myself, though. As weird as that may sound, by myself.
No. You? Same thing?
Yeah, you have to enjoy yourself as well. You have to do things that you enjoy and be comfortable alone. That's one of the first things. Is being okay being by yourself. Meditation, especially finding yourself, learning to meditate, connecting with source, changing eating habits. It's things you do to find who you are.
Okay. So, in finding out who you are, does anybody at this table have that one person you can go to that'll tell you the real about you and put you in a position where it actually hurts your feelings so that you may grow?
Besides family, no.
Because a lot of the times when I was trying to figure out who I was, when my maturity got to a certain level, it got to a point where I wanted people to hurt me so that I could grow in myself, so that I could figure out what the real problem was.
Ouch! I'm fine. Go ahead.
Like, I would ask people, like, just be brutally honest with me.
For real.
What's wrong with me? What don't you like? And tell me straight up. Like, keep it desert sand.
Yeah. And it's crazy you said that because people started just doing it.
Yeah, like, don't sugarcoat it with me.
Yeah.
So people are scared to do that.
It's such a stab at you.
In saying that,
I lost a lot of friends that way, though.
In saying that, this is where I go over the line of where I wanted to go with this. This is almost a little off topic. Everybody at this table is familiar with the Bible. You read your Bible. You know certain parts of the Bible. Do you know why a lot of people, and there's a difference between religion and faith. There's a difference. Religious people live in tradition.
Yeah. They live by what they're
Oh
taught.
shit. Go ahead.
Religious people, they live in tradition.
Yeah,
They live in a mindless cycle.
Mm-hmm.
They don't move where God goes. They just stay in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing of why people don't like religion at all. Because a quote-unquote man-made book is a human reflective mirror. When you read the Bible, you can't read it and not change. Because when you read it, it's relatable.
Mm.
So everything that you read, and it talks about fornicating, watching pornography, or doing all these things, when you read it, it's going to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's showing you who you are and what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
So the more you read it and the more you attain the knowledge in that book, it starts to transform you. It's like going through the process of a metamorphosis. When a caterpillar goes into its cocoon, it turns into a
Butterfly.
That's the same process.
So are you with the Bible?
Like you act, and I'm about to get to that. You asked me, how did I figure out who I was? I read the Bible.
Okay.
Because what the Bible does is the Bible acts as a saw.
They may have to talk into it a little bit so we can pick up on the audio.
What the Bible does is it acts as a saw. When you have a bush and you want to trim it, you can't cut it from a distance. You got to get close up on that bush and you got to cut it until it's even. That's what the Bible acts as in your personality and your character. It literally acts as those scissors in your spirit. And the more you read it, the more things start to get cut off. You start to develop into this person. So when you're reading it, it's cutting things off while adding things to you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Correct.
as it's cutting things off and it's adding things to you, which one works better to your benefit? Replacing a statue or crushing it down into a fine dust and building it back up? Getting a total different statue or beating the one you have into a fine dust and building it back up?
Being the one I have into fine dust and building back up.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, I'm me. You know what I mean? And I feel like I just have... I believe in room for improvement. Let's say if I looked all fucked up right now, everything, I look at those experiences, everything that's given me to look like that, make me better. So I can show, like, you know, somebody like rags to riches, for instance. Somebody's poor, beat down, whatever. They polish themselves up, get their shit together. Now they living somewhere nice and, you know, successful and whatever.
You stripped away. And
You're
you
right.
demolished all those old
And
to become your new.
Yep.
the reason it's like that is because the more you break something down, the more it becomes. So if you have one chip and you continuously crush it, it becomes more. The more you crush it, the more it multiplies.
Yeah.
So if you're reading God's word and you're going through this crushing and God's breaking you down and he keeps doing it, the more he breaks you down, the more he can add to you and the more he can take away. But if you just try to take away a whole person and add a new person, you have no foundation.
Yep.
The foundation of who you are is the foundation of your insecurities.
Oh, I was about to say that. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm about to break that down too for you. Go ahead.
yeah, the foundation of who you are is the foundation of your insecurities. Like everybody has a genetic makeup, but their foundation is in what they did wrong. Their character is built off of everything they did wrong, everything they hate about themselves. That's what your character is built off of. So like if you were to state the thing that you hated most about yourself, that's the thing that benefits you the most now. And that's the same for a lot of people. Even the people who don't know who they are, it's funny how close they are to who they are, but they don't know it. You don't like who you are in the mirror, but once you find out who you are, you're going to love who you would see in the mirror.
And can I speak on that real quick?
Go ahead.
Start doing things. Start speaking love into yourself. You know,
Self-love.
self-love is very important because, like he exploited. Most of us always say what we hate about ourselves and what we don't like about ourselves, and that's going to keep on cycling. We're going to keep on beating ourselves up. We're very abusive to our own beings. Instead of speaking like, you know, When you wake up, say 5 things you love about yourself. You know, doing things that you love to do. You know, actually giving yourself some gratitude, some that love. You know, that you deserve. Because you know, we always look for other people to give us that, but we're so damaging and beating to our own selves. You know, take some time to love yourself for a second. You know, we might not like this, and this about ourselves, but I love this, and this. You know, let it be that balance. These are things you don't like, you can work on with time, but those things you do love, give yourself that.
Life is what we focus on. Our energy goes where our attention goes, and that will always be. You know what I mean? When you focus on loving yourself and your positive things, life's gonna be positive. I know this may sound outrageous, like, you know, oh, whatever, but it's true.
It's true.
It's so true.
If you wake up and say I'm beautiful, like
beautiful,
like
you gotta believe it. Like Calvin said earlier, you gotta believe that, dog.
Yeah,
you get it like, I'm beautiful.
My friend, she taught me that because I used to be so hard on how I look, and she was just like, "Dude, you're beautiful."
It's intentional.
Yeah,
like,
and she
you
was
have
like,
to be intentional about what you believe, what you want to take in.
Yeah, and I was rejecting it because, like how you said, it's insecurities, things about yourself you just exploit all the time. But then when somebody else says it about you, you be like, "No, shut up," or you just play it off like, "Man, shut up! I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't beautiful."
But
man,
the crazy thing is, the misconceptions that people exploit are your strengths in a way.
Oh yeah,
they're your strengths.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, don't allow the grid of your misconception to be a bowl of empty character. Because when you, and I said this in a previous podcast before, what you hate about yourself, somebody will take it away from you and use it against you. And what I meant by your insecurities are the foundation and it's your strength. It's what actually puts you in a position to be a distinctive individual. Like you can't be separated from somebody if you don't have flaws, if you don't have insecurities. Like, what's one insecurity that you used to hate about yourself?
This is hard. Go on here first.
My voice.
Damn, that was quick.
My eyebrows.
I'm trying to think about something that I hate about myself.
My eyebrows.
I don't know anything I hate it though.
Not hate's a strong word.
No, it's so strong.
Dislike.
It hit me like hate.
Dislike or uncomfortable with.
My confidence can that be one? I can't really find a feature on me. I mean, I always was who I was. I never really kind of. But within those, my confidence though. I hated that I didn't have no powerful confidence. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, confidence comes with awareness, man.
Yeah.
So if you weren't aware at the time, your confidence is just going to kind of just
bare minimum.
I'm Justin, but
yeah, that's how I felt.
Who is Justin?
Exactly. Yeah. And now I'm like embracing it, you know. But before I was like, I feel like I'm missing some confidence. I hated that I didn't have confidence, bro.
Like one thing I can challenge you all to do. Okay, what does Nike stand for?
Just do it.
What does Adidas stand for?
Shit, I'm not hip to all this.
I don't know Adidas. I was looking outside hoping you know. I don't know.
Impossible is nothing. Now, what do you stand for?
Greatness.
Legendary.
When people look at you, is that what they see?
If they don't see that by now, y'all better refocus your eyes a little bit. They better, yeah.
So if you could name one characteristic, what would it be?
Everything
Greatness
I do,
isn't
man.
a characteristic.
Okay.
Committed. Passionate.
One word I do get a lot about me is consistent. That's a big word ever.
You.
Loving.
That's my biggest word. Consistent. Justin's consistent. Because we had a podcast. I was doing my frat bros, and I was like, yeah, this flag, I was never consistent and never confident. Like I just said, he interrupted me like, wait a minute, bro. Now, you is one man I know that is very consistent. Everybody can vouch for it. And then ever since he said that, people has been telling me that ever since. That was 2 years ago now. And people keep telling me that. I'm like, oh, well, I'm running with it.
Now,
but I'm throwing greatness out there.
This is the one thing that I do want you all to understand. Now, that's what everybody's been telling you.
Yeah, yep.
Now, what are you telling you?
Greatness.
I said you couldn't use greatness.
Oh, I can't use it. Come on.
That's not a distinctive characteristic.
Create, inspire, spare greatness, bro. But
that's not a characteristic.
Characteristic.
Like me,
achiever. I don't know.
Observative.
Yeah.
When every like I don't tell people. When people talk to me, and I'm in a group, they always say he's like, that's the guy who's listening to everything and not saying nothing. Like I've heard people tell me that. Like I know I'm very observative. I don't talk. What are you telling you?
I can't even tell you. I'll be here talking for 20 minutes. I can't give you one word. I'll be da-da-da-da-da-da. Greatness, man. Everything, man. I don't know.
I'll
go
give
ahead.
you one. Adventurous.
See, there you go.
I could have thought that too, but it's so many words I want to use myself. I can't find one.
Just one.
Well,
It doesn't have to be like spot on, man. It's just like one.
It's one of the many.
characteristics.
One of the many.
Oh, okay.
What's something that you hear frequently? Goofy?
No, I don't hear Goofy, surprisingly. That's my family, y'all, because y'all know me personally. But, I mean, Zaire said one, though. I hate that you said it. I don't hate you said it, but it's like, dang, adventurous, that's one.
No,
that's
that can
one.
be yours, too.
Yeah.
See, but me, I'm many things, man. I'm unlimited. I really do shit that's just like, whoa, magical.
Bruh, just pick one.
I can't.
Just do adventurous, man, because you are an adventurer.
Diverse.
Diverse, adventurous, yeah. Look, I don't know a word. I can't tell you. I'm be real. Cause I have yet to ever sit down like, what am I? One word. I don't know.
We just gonna get him greatness.
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 We give him greatness because he wants that.
But do you see how that defines you?
Yeah.
And how closely knit that one word is to you?
Exactly. It's up to y'all how y'all view it.
Now,
though.
if you don't know who you are, imagine what that's like.
I don't know.
Who am I?
Yeah.
It's just question marks
Imagine
everywhere.
what that's like.
That has to be terrible. I felt that way
You
sitting
knew,
on my
you
couch.
knew that word immediately.
Yeah,
You
greatness.
knew that word immediately.
Yeah.
Now imagine if you're somebody who doesn't know.
Shit, me some years
Oh, I was
ago,
about to start talking.
Yeah.
you lost.
But it's just like imagine what that feels like. To
Dude,
not know.
That's what I said. Not
Yeah.
like lost. Like this is
Like
lost.
you're lost in like
yeah.
just imagine how that feels to
Yeah,
people.
it's like an empty. Like I don't know nothing about myself.
And when you don't know anything about yourself, you don't know where you're supposed to be in.
You just wandering.
That's true.
You just looking for that savior, but you
Like
are your
that.
own savior.
That hurts to the core.
Yeah.
To know you were born into this life, to understand that you don't know where you're placed at.
That does. Sign you give yourself a runaround all day.
Like,
Where'd
think
that go?
about it.
That's what it feels like. Like
Like-
sit that leaf.
When you think about it, your parents were put here for a reason to do something. You're put here for a reason, but you don't know that reason.
It'll come to you, y'all.
It come to you, yeah. Me personally, I want to be big headed. So I know my reason to here. I know it. It's to obviously help others at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You know?
but in what way are you helping others?
It could be so many ways, bro. See that? I don't know. But it get definitely a way. Me going nursing, me starting this, me doing podcasts.
Finding your personal legend.
Boom, man. It's like I'm gonna be legendary.
The
but
crazy part about this is, and I don't want to step on y'all feet, but are you sure you're doing what God designed you to do?
you hurt my foot. That's funny. Honestly, yeah.
A lot of people say this is my purpose, but that's the purpose that they got from themselves and not from the word of God. That's why I'm asking you this.
Don't take this anyway, but I'm following my word, man. Wherever my word is what God's word is. I believe we are God in a way.
No, you
Don't
are.
take this wrong, nobody who's watching.
That's truth.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
You actually are a God because God gave you dominion over the earth.
Yeah, yeah.
So you actually are a God, but you're not a capital G. You're a lowercase.
See,
G.
and that confuses me too much. That's why I like to look at myself as one divine.
Capital is sovereign, all powerful, all knowing. Lowercase is just it's like a character of the sort.
I believe I'm capital.
It's
though,
like
man.
a demigod. It's like the lower above God. You're a god in your own being, but
Yeah,
it's like all source, and then like think of like children.
Like sovereign.
I believe I am that.
Sovereign.
Though,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Sovereign is
shit,
universal.
you know I am. I'm a god, y'all.
I really believe it's. People may take this the wrong way, but I really believe I am, though, man. I feel too connected. I feel like I have this. I don't know, all the power.
Because you do.
You know what I mean?
You are the universe. The universe is.
And that's why I'm trying to mix it together like that. That's what my problem when I was growing up. I mixed it together so much that it got me lost in a way.
Mix what together?
Like how you said, you got the capital guy and the lowercase guy. I get that. But if you ever do, I had to do stuff right and be like, does God want me to do this or not? I was questioning too much. I was like, I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I am connected to God because I am God.
Because you're doing what God.
It just made it sound confusing, but it's more of a feeling. What you say?
Because you're doing what God. You're doing what God wants you to do because you're listening to your higher self, which is God.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
You're like tuned in. It's like you're tuned into Source. So Source is you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Jesus. You feel me? I always say Jesus was talking to his higher self. It was him.
Yeah,
he was God talking to. It was like that direct signal to God. You know, he was just communicating with himself.
See, this is why when I got older, I didn't like to mix religion with a lot of things because of this.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
You gotta say this is your point of view, bro.
The verse you're talking about is I and the Father are one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. I forgot.
That was it.
Oh, I thought you were about to keep on talking.
No, it's just a verse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, he
We're
was
talking to his higher
one,
self.
for real.
I and the Father are one.
For real. And I think when I posted online, that freaked a lot of people out. They probably thought, oh, he's going against God. Man, no, look here. Y'all taking it too serious. You are.
That's why I think just like even like Calvin being able to relate, you know, on our level with this and being spiritual and being religious and following the word and being able to understand what we mean. I feel like this is why he's going to be the next generations of those to teach, you know, especially children, and relate that because he can understand.
That's the thing. Justin may say he has his own word, but the thing Justin has to realize about the word of God is everything he's saying is scriptural. It's literally a parallel. It's literally a parallel paradox.
Yeah.
Everything you're saying is in the word. It's just when it comes from the word, it sounds different from what you're saying now.
See, you threw me totally off.
Oh, okay.
See, when y'all start talking about words and stuff, that's why I don't attach myself to it. I'm not domesticated like I used to be.
Huh?
I'm not domesticated like I used to be. See, when y'all start talking about God and spirit and everything, that can confuse me personally. It's hard to explain. It's hard. I can feel it, but I can't put it in words.
No, I think I understand what she's saying. That's how. Did you grow up Christian?
Yeah, man, I got baptized, everything. Whole family Christian baptized. You know, I've always grew up spiritual, but as you get older, man, started getting in touch with yourself, man, everything. It's just, you have that power within you. You are that power. And that scares a lot of people, I think, because we want to rely on something so bad. It's cool to rely on you. I get everybody, but it feels good and scary at the same time. Realize that you are that power, though. If you were thinking about it deeply, we are that power. I am that power. What? All right.
No.
Everything's manifested. You see what we're doing?
No.
It's the power.
That's just not what I'm talking about. I don't want to get off subject.
You have to, bro. This is how we grow.
That power, you said, I am that power that's in me, right?
Yeah.
That's a scripture.
From what, the Bible?
Yes. Everything you're saying it in a way you can understand it, but you're also saying it.
See, I don't live by the Bible no more, though.
But it's truth.
See, don't get me started on the Bible. I don't want to. I don't want to. Every time I get started, people always attack me. I don't live by the Bible no more. And when
I'm not going to attack you. I'm just letting you know, like, everything you're saying is scriptural.
Calvin just wants you to realize that even though you're not religious, that it's still...
It's a parallel.
Yeah.
It's literally parallel.
It's things in the Bible that you're saying that it's truth, you know?
But it's things in regular books I read that told me this, though.
Yeah.
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Truth is truth.
Yeah, truth.
But is there really any truth, though?
What do you mean is there really any truth?
Do we even... For real?
Is there any truth? Just kind of threw me off.
I know it threw y'all off because y'all can't answer it. Is there really any truth?
Truth is facts. Opinions or thoughts. Is that what you're talking about?
No, truth.
Like truth in what? Like Bible
anything,
or
Bible,
books?
life, period. Everything is recycled,
is
like Calvin said earlier, with religion. It's traditional. What is the real truth?
See, now I get what he's saying. So what is truth? You know,
something that doesn't change.
See, but how is that truth, though? What if that's just a repetitive cycle?
No, it's something that's constant from its origin. Not from tradition, but something constant from an origin. Like your origin is black. Your origin is groups and tribes. A tribe that has the same origin, but it's a different distinction, is still truth. It's just fabricated.
I don't believe it. I don't believe there's a real.
Some deep shit.
Because no, people might look like what?
I know, because I feel both of y'all so much, and it's just like I can't even. I can't talk. I just have to sit here because I hear both of y'all.
Because man, we don't. The little thing. All right. The simple thing is we know nothing. Believe it or not, we may think we know everything, but we know nothing.
And that's what they said. That's how you become wise when you admit
that's
that
the distinction of wander.
Yeah, that's why I'm a wanderer.
No, it's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I wander.
That I'm a wanderer.
Because you got to try different things and see. Because I like somebody could tell me this truth, or somebody, I don't want to put no title on anything. Somebody could tell me, hey, this is the truth, right? And then I go wander over here and they say this is the truth. And it hit me one day while I was studying all these different religions. I actually studied different religions and all this stuff: spirits, Buddhist, Hinduism, Christian, all this. I read the whole book, and I was like, you know what? It's all going to one thing and one source, man. So is all these the truth?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No,
I believe they're all truths.
They're all truths.
They were all truths to that being at that time. So just like maybe Buddha was a truth, in his own right. You feel me? For him, I'm gonna say for each character.
Okay, there you go.
Like Muhammad was a truth for him because that was his truth. The way he went about things. Jesus was a truth, living in his truth. I feel like everybody may be their own representation of a truth. You feel me? Like, so maybe I go through certain things. I'm speaking truth to you. Yeah. I'm speaking what I know, but it was truth for me. But it might not be true for you.
So it's all personal truths.
Yeah, it's personal truth, but it's something, because just like how you said, it can relate back to a scripture. You feel me? Like there's just a truth behind it. There's just something that is universal. It's in you, him, whoever. I don't know.
I just question, see how you got confused with it, though?
It's hard to explain it. Yeah, it's hard to explain.
There's no truth. Everything is as it is.
I think it's just personal. I feel like
it's personal.
It's because
you may look away, he may look a different way.
Because like a person might be Buddha, might not F with the Bible at all. No, he a liar. You don't do that like this. They suck. It's so
if you don't do this work, no religion out there. You don't do this, we're gonna chop you up, kick you up, or something like that. And then Christianity may be, hey, you don't do this, you're sinning. And it's a religion. Some other religions are harsh out there, but you know what I mean.
That's why I think it's for the people, and
true religion is crazy.
For the messenger at that time was speaking truth. That was connected to the source. They were connected to the source, and they were speaking truth for many to hear because they are truths, in a sense.
In a sense.
I mean, it is true. I mean, you can gain the knowledge. Yeah, it's so deep you can get with it. But I just think we get too caught up in the messenger instead of just learning from their truths and saying, well, all right, this is the knowledge they passed on to us. We can learn from this because it will help get us our truths, help us find our truths, reconnect with the source, with our higher selves. You feel me? We get too caught up into, I just feel like too many, certain verses. Oh no, they said do this, you can't do that. How? Nah.
That's why I stopped going by it, man.
Like no, you can't eat this like this. You feel me? It's like certain things. I just feel like it's just truth for that individual, but they're speaking for the masses. The masses can gain this knowledge and feed off of it.
No, that's facts.
For lifetimes to come.
It's like when I read the Bible, it's some things that I can relate to. And when I read Buddhist books, it's something I relate to. It's different things. That's why I don't really try to just focus on one, because when I used to do that, I don't know, man.
I feel like it's best for people to learn all.
Learn
as much as you can, because it's nothing that, unless you're just doing some wicked shit, then you killing babies and shit. Then all right,
get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out. But if there's knowledge and wisdom you can gain from everything, from everything. But it's just.
So that comes down. Is there a truth? I'm done.
There is truths. There are truths. They're just. To me, if it resonates with your spirit, you.
That's why I'm spiritual now. See, when I was reading this religion book, opened my eyes up. I felt weird, growing up a Christian. Like, don't be reading about no Buddhist stuff. But little they know, meditation is part of the Buddhist practice.
And that's why we get too caught up, like, what's right. I think people want to say, this is right. This is the only thing that's right. This is what I die by. Instead of saying, okay, this is right. Let's read this one too. Yeah. Like, oh, this is right too. Shoot, I'll just learn something that this one didn't tell me. Oh shit, this one just taught me that. All three of these, both of those just said, but in a different way. I feel bad doing that
though. When you growing up in like a Baptist church and religions or Lutheran and all that, they look at that in a bad way.
Because that's the old thinking. Because this is all This is all there is. This is what our guideline is. This is their safe zone.
Yeah.
You know, when you stay in your safety net all your life, it's hard to go outside your comfort zone.
What you doing?
Yeah, it's like, hold on, Pastor. We ain't talking about Buddha. Buddha ain't Jesus, you know, but Buddha is a different form. You feel me?
That's an old format, though.
Yeah, it's old. That's what I say. It's old. You know, we're even new Christians. A lot of I'll say new Christians.
They're gonna come get you.
Yeah, new Christians will study many different practices. You feel me? To learn. You know, why X out many different things that could help you connect. You know, help better your life as an individual. So.
Welcome to the it cut off. We was talking too much about religion and stuff. There we go. The second time it did to you, bro. You talking too much truth.
they heard Jesus and Buddha in the same. So get on there.
See what I mean? You see what I mean?
That is weird though.
Look,
like,
man.
Stuff do just cut off.
See what I mean, y'all?
And my battery literally just went to 6%. That's why I had to shut my. Sorry for everybody who was on mine, but my battery was at 100%.
Oh, see, we talk about religion. Look what happens today. Look what happened. That's why I don't talk about it too much. But I learned to explore different ones, though. And
religion helped me get to my spirituality, though. Like, that's why I never knock religions. Like, I can never knock a religion because religion helped grounded me. It was one of my first grounding moments, so I wouldn't be lost.
Yeah.
You know. Christianity helped me tremendously throughout my stages, especially when it came to sex, especially when it came to just acting out. You feel me? It helped grounded me, control me a little bit. But it was just for me.
Right.
I just feel like I just expanded after that. It wasn't like I knew all that I needed to know because there's much I still don't know about the Bible.
Right.
But it was just a self-search after that. Like, let me find out who I am, you know, and then I could recognize what Jesus was going through, especially on that spiritual journey, because I will get to the point where I'm talking to my higher self.
For real.
You know,
you do now.
Yeah.
Embrace that shit now. Not when you do now,
Yeah,
bro.
I do now. So just walking throughout everyday life, you know, God talks to me. The universe talks to me through myself, through people. You know, there's always messages happening. So, and I believe a lot of what Jesus says, I am the creator, I am all, Father. We should start speaking like that in our lives.
Boom!
You know, like I am. Like how he said, I have the I am. Start saying I am. I am the creator. I am the Almighty. I am God. You know, speak that. Say what Jesus was saying and apply it to your life.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And I felt weird doing that. I felt, you know, growing up, like I said, growing in different traditions, like, it feels weird, but I am. As simple as that, man.
I am.
And what's wrong to have that confidence within yourself, you know? I don't know, but I don't care no more because I am. That's what it said in my description. I am.
You should put that as the thing. I am.
I am. Hey, y'all. I am.
Now make that a shirt. You should make a shirt that just says,
I am?
and have the Lavish Journey like small. Have I am.
I should do that, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, that was real good to talk about. That was interesting.
That got deep.
Religion gets very deep, man. Definitely when it comes to different point of views. Everybody in life has different point of views on spirituality, religion, all that stuff, man.
Everything.
Every
aspect.
And the more I talk about that, actually, it feels uncomfortable, but it feels comfortable at the same time because I'm breaking a barrier.
Yeah.
That I always feared growing up talking to people about religion because of their point of views. And, you know, it feels good, though.
But once you get open to it, you just listen. You know, sometimes you don't have anything to say, you just listen because you will find, like, a truth in it and be like, oh, I resonate with that. Like, I hear what he's saying. I've been there before. Because I met people of every different kind. Like I met a person who is Wiccan, not who's Wiccan, and it's taught me a lot, you know, with spirituality. They do certain things that I don't do, but it's just like I understand what you're saying with this, you know, working with crystals, how to work with crystals. You know, you can learn something from everybody in this world. It don't mean we all, you know, lions and alligators don't kick it with each other. You feel me? But
they're animals.
They're animals,
See?
but they're too different. You know, they don't hang around each other, but they learn from each other. You can learn something from them. You know.
Have you captured the Sorcerer's Stone yet? I'm
about to. Shit. When you see me in here levitating one day, I didn't caught the Sorcerer's Stone.
The Sorcerer's Stone. That's good though, man. I'm glad you feel that I am about you. Hey.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna keep feeling that way about me because it's been manifesting a lot of stuff in my life, and ever since I always talk about this. Ever since I had this dream like 4 weeks ago, man, that manifestation and I am stuff has really been working with life.
Speak it to
existence and do it into existence.
Manifestations, yo. You can speak. You have the power to bring anything you want into your reality. You just have to believe it. You have to see it. You have to feel it. You have to smell it, taste it, all. Feel it.
You gotta hustle.
You gotta put that work in.
You gotta put that work in.
Yeah.
When it comes to manifestation, you can't just be like,
home.
yeah.
I'm about to get $1 million.
I'm about to get $1 million, y'all. It's coming, y'all. Like, man, what you gonna do to get it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Man, you can be 50 years old and say, it's coming. 80 years old. It's coming. 90. It's coming.
Yeah. Then you did. You coming to the next life.
Yeah. It be there waiting for you.
Yeah, you waiting on the other side to try it again. But yeah, manifesting takes work. Like that's what anything, honestly. If you want it, it takes work.
So how do you hustle to get to where you trying to get to right now? What are you doing? What steps are you taking?
Well, one of the first steps I took was actually saving. So I can be at the point where I'm at now, where I'm not focused. Money isn't my everyday struggle. You know, like I don't have to be worried, oh, how am I about to pay my phone bill? How am I about to pay my car note? So that was one of my first steps, was actually saving money so I could get to this point where I could put more focus into my dream, you know, finding my personal legend, doing things like this that I love to do that I've never had the platform or opportunity to do. The second step was actually, you know, honing in on me, you know, what do I like to do? What are some natural gifts that come to me just naturally? And that was writing. I could create a story in a heartbeat. I could create a story right now if I needed to. You know, so it was, all right, let's start writing, you know, taking those steps every day. Let's write something. Even if it's not for a book or something, just writing a poem out, just writing something about, for me, you know. Something else is networking. You got to network with people. You got to get out here. You got to put yourself in somewhat uncomfortable positions, because me being an ambivert, sometimes I'm, you know, real laid back. Sometimes I'm outgoing. But, you know, putting yourself in position where you're just like, all right, you just do it. Just try it. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. Like with this, I just tried it. Playing basketball, I just tried it. Typing a story, just tried it. Shooting a video, modeling. Everything is just trying. You know, be open to doing things that you've never done before. Don't shut them off just because fear has come into your heart, or you're overthinking, like, I might not be good at this. I'm going to suck. Shut that shit up. You going to do it. You will do it. You have done it. You're great at it. You feel me? Even if you don't love it, you know, at least you could say, I tried it. You know, that's the best thing I say for myself all the time. Even if I didn't like it or wasn't the best, hey, I tried it. It was a great experience. So be open to those new experiences and put that grind in. That's
how you get to where you're trying to get to.
Yeah, putting that grind in.
Same, man, same. I can go so many ways with this. How I get to where I'm getting to, honestly, is experience. Experience, man. You know, hey, when I went to school, is one thing I did take advantage of, and that was, maybe not school, it's like college, like a vacation for me. It was so easy for me as a vacation, and so the only thing I did was work and study. You know, and I, like you said, I saved up money, and I had a good amount of money in my account. I didn't know what to do with it, and I was like, So I tried to start a business, everything. I tried different things. I just kept on trying different things. I started cleaning business. We actually got one contract, y'all. One contract, really good. Cleaned 30 hospital bedrooms or whatever. And now I realized I didn't like that. So I spent my money on traveling.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's like I'm just racking up much money as I can to get more experiences. It's going to help me grow. That traveling does for me. You know what I mean? And the way I'm getting towards that is honestly, it's simple, y'all. Saving money and traveling.
And I will add one more thing. Your friends, especially that goes along with networking, but your friends will help you get to your destiny. Especially if they're your friends, like true blue. No,
say that again. Say it again for
your true blue friends, your soul family. That's why we have too many friends. I'm gonna say your soul family. Your soul family, your soul family will help you get to your destiny. Whether it be a simple text message of confidence, lending you $5 just because, hey, my spirit was just inclined to give you this. I just want to give you $5. You might needed it. Help influencing you. You feel me? Like your soul family will help you get where you need to. Because this is my soul family right here. You feel me? Like we all are taking each other to new heights that we never thought were possible. And we see it's possible, and we're already there in our future selves. But
we're there now,
we're there now. But your soul family, you feel me?
I like that.
Those people who are around you, who really care for you, love you, and you know that, you feel it. It's not even a knowing, you feel it. They'll help get you there. So that was a part of my journey, helping me get to my my personal legend. So
That's dope. I'm about to say that, actually. I like that word, soul family, man. You know, soul family does help you get there. Of course, there's been a lot of people help me get to where I'm at now. But now the way I'm trying to lead, I'm trying to, you know, help people get to where they want to get to, while I get myself getting to where I want to get to. So it is like a soul family when you say it, though.
yeah,
It is, though.
If it's a, cause like me and Justin, we knew each other when we was 13, 12, 13, 14.
We knew each other before that, bro.
Yeah, like we was young. You think like
8, 9, 10 years old?
yeah, and like you think we separated for long gaps. You know, came right back. Long gaps, came right back. Soul family, you feel me? Soul family, you go experience the world, but you come right back. You feel me? There's a reason. There's a point in time, like, all right, they need to reconnect at this point. There's a growth that's about to happen with them, you know. And I feel like that's what all of my soul family friends might separate for long periods of time, come right back. Hey, what's up, yo? Reconnect, and then we growing. We building something together. We doing certain things. You feel me? Like we're creating. So soul family.
I like that.
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that, though. I did know that for 16 years old. I think maybe it's like 10 years old. Adventure camp. That was going to 3rd grade. So yeah.
Yeah, it was like 9, 10, yo. It was a long time.
And you take these big gaps, but it's like still. Hey, you're right, though. I never thought about the soul family part. I guess so, man. I guess so. You know, I never really look at it like that. I was looking at whoever is here supposed to be here. But I like how you use that word soul family. That's like a new term.
Yeah, we use friends too much. Like I've given too many people the friend card.
I don't use the word friend no more. I be telling Ashley that all the time. I say I don't use the word friend. I'm done with that.
That really is like a lost term. But you know, if I'm like, yeah, these my friends, like they cool. You know, like especially like hooping. Yeah, these my friends, but it's deeper. You know, it's a lot deeper than just friends. You know, it's something my spirit just resonates with you all.
So are friends to you? What are friends to you? Do you use the word friends at all?
I'll say friends are people who. They're more borderline associate when I'll say friends. Like we talk every now and again. Just the hey, how you doing? You know, all right, catch you when I catch you. You know, see you at the bar or kicking it out, such and such. But there's no growth. I haven't really spent time. Like I really don't know about your life. You know, like I really don't know what you inspire to be. Like we don't have sit down conversations, or I don't really feel comfortable being around you all the time. Like it's kind of like
associates.
Yeah, that's it. It's associates.
I don't care if they like it or not. Or you my networking buddy. That's what I say.
Yeah, networking buddy. I said friends is kind of like it's just a loose leaf. There's too many people. I say, yeah, that's my friend over there, but I really don't know you. Like, yeah, that's why I'm using soul family now. So soul family friends.
So the people out there that's not soul family, they're gonna feel real offended right now. Like,
they know who they are. They know who they are. They know they don't even front.
Hey, bro, so listen to that podcast. It's my soul family. My soul family.
Y'all ones who know who y'all soul family, y'all know who just friends.
So if somebody wasn't, how would you tell them no?
How would I tell them no?
Yeah.
I'm laughing at shit.
Well, it's right. That's cool though, but you just don't really kick it with them. Like, hey,
I said you could be friend. That's friend. Like we don't really kick it. It ain't like every day I'm just hitting you up, or even a few times a week I'm just hitting you up. It's like that blue moon person. Like, oh, what's up, yo? Everybody has those blue moon people. You just see them. Like, it's no bad blood or anything. Right. It's just we just don't really keep in contact. I just see you and we hang out when we hang out.
That's real. That's true. And my aunt said you're quiet. I'm just listening. What's he about to say?
What?
My aunt said you're quiet.
Actually, it's his turn to go on this anyway.
Yeah, man.
He left the group chat.
Silence. Isolation. That's how I got where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Silence. I had to stop talking to people and focus on me. It's really simple.
Yeah, it can be that. It's simple as that.
Honestly,
that's it. Silence and isolation is how I got here.
Big step.
Like, talking to people, telling people what you want to do is dangerous, because when you tell people what you want to do, they can take it and chew it up and feed it back to you in a different way. And that's just welcoming something. That's just welcoming uninvited energy into your life.
Yeah, they're holding you accountable for your own being.
See,
like, oh, you said you was going to be here in such and such.
But guess what? I'm not. Bye.
Yeah.
And that adds pressure. And it's
it
just
do.
Like,
it do.
unwanted pressure creates inconvenience. And I just don't have time for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather stay silent until the select few that I trust And even in that, sometimes I can't even do that because a lot of people show you things that you aren't aware of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I've had instances where I thought I knew somebody and a phrase comes out and it hits me in my spirit and it's just like, okay, wait a minute. This ain't what I thought it was. This is something totally different than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Like you can think you're on the same track with somebody and you hear one phrase and it creates destruction and you just have to go on a detour. Like, okay, you're not the person I thought you was, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and go over here to the other side of the room and focus on me and leave you alone.
Yeah.
That's
that red flag.
Yeah.
I've had that a bunch of times, and I've just
like I have people I've known all my life, and we had one conversation, and it was just like, okay, growing up you was one person, and now you're somebody totally different, and it's in the opposite realm of where I'm at. So now I gotta distance myself from you because it's not the same no more.
Cause then it's like, well, what do we have in common? Why even talk to you? Like, I
People
can't relate.
People outgrow each other. People
All
outgrow
the
us,
time.
and we outgrow them.
All the time.
Yeah, I definitely resonate with that one. But
So it's like I had to be careful. Like, don't get me wrong. I talk to you and Justin a lot, but there is just certain stuff that I just don't disclose.
I feel you.
It's just certain stuff I don't say.
Yeah, that's
personal space.
It's personal. Yeah, not everything has to be said in the open anyway.
Right, man.
Yeah, everybody got their secrets.
Like I've been wearing the same pair of jeans for a month. That's that was a fact.
Hey, I want to hit the look down. I know we talked about it the one day, but
I get what you
I
said.
hope you're washing them once a week at least.
Shit. Once a week.
You said for a month.
Once every 3 weeks I wash my jeans, if that.
You said you've been wearing them every day for a month.
Not every day.
You said.
Remember we talking about we switch them too.
Okay, no, okay, now I'll get you there. I thought you were saying every day. I'm like, boy.
I mean, it's been 2 days for these.
Them still fresh. Them jeans, they still fresh.
Yeah, I agree with you said though. You're not gonna tell everybody everything. Like when I do vlogging, I try to be open as I can with how I feel and everything. But I can never tell you everything. Like, hey y'all, look at me. You know, I mean, yeah, that's just life. I believe in personal space, man. Big time. We need that. We don't have that. We won't know ourselves in a way. You know what I mean? Imagine everybody just know everything about you.
Yeah, nothing private. You just like, well, you just waiting for somebody to throw something in your face. Honestly, you just like, you know everything, so it's gonna be an incident. Yep, there he go doing that again. Or, you feel me? Like, people love to throw shit in your face. So, yeah.
Like, here they are, man. You know, I can't tell you shit no more.
Yeah, it's the judgment card. Like, oh, you're judging me.
Hey, we get offensive, though. I'm learning to not get offensive when people judge. When people judge me, I used to be like, you know what I mean? That ego kid. Like you said yesterday, basketball.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, come over here, get in that line. Get in no line.
What the
no, I ain't gonna let no other man tell me what to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, boy, you got
that
was that ego.
Yeah, sometimes you got to use ego, but majority of the time I'm trying to like hold back from the ego. You know, destroy the ego. I'm done feeding it. But sometimes you do need it. I mean, like, you probably in the business move later on in life, we get in business, you know, big time, and niggas trying to fuck us over. We gotta wait a minute.
That ain't even ego. That's you standing your ground.
Well, yes.
Ego.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, no, ego ain't nothing. We glorify ego. Ego is something we all have to strip.
Yeah.
Because ego keeps us at a point with ourselves. You know, we think we're better than others. You know, ego, like that song that he has, what Beyonce say? He has such a big ego. That shit ain't good. You feel me? To feel like you better than other people, to just glorify yourself. Nah. Humble, come down. Like,
sometimes, like you said earlier, it works for some people. It might not work for us, though.
Yeah.
For her, it work out. Everybody else who works, she like what she shows to us. She likes it.
Yeah.
But to us, it's
Yeah, nah. I don't want. You ain't gotta be big headed.
Yeah.
You know.
I gotta be big headed though.
No, but it's different between confidence and ego. So you could be big headed, but shit, Don't be out here. Yeah, I'm better than this nigga over here. Look at my
Yesterday's
shoes.
look, hey, yeah.
I'm flexing. You know, he broke.
And you see what happens when that happens. You see what
Yep.
happens. Altercation happens, man.
Yeah, you saw what happened.
I was
About
like,
to be
see?
a fight.
See, you know me, butterfly on me, la la la. Hey, you shooting hoops over here?
But that's how both of me and you, we didn't even entertain it. We like, yep, we just over here shooting. Forget that. Like, we don't entertain that. Yeah.
Ego challenges is when two people have egos and they both challenge each other, it's a mess.
It's a mess.
Oh.
Cause that boy got checked yesterday. He's so used to people just pacifying it. No, you got the right one now. Jerron. I almost put his name out. He got ego checked yesterday. And it was something he needed.
You know what? It was.
Yeah,
Cause afterwards he went to the guy.
Yeah, and he had to explain himself. He had to calm down and he had to address, like, you know, my bad. I didn't mean it like that. Like, no, you needed that ego check.
Yeah.
You so used to people we know you, so we let certain things slide.
Yeah.
But that dude didn't know you, so now he had to address it. Like, nah, you ain't about to talk to me like that. So people need that. Some people need to get off that horse they sitting on sometimes.
Well, if you say a name, JB, I try to keep it quiet. But it's real, though. It's real.
Yeah,
if he is out here, we are you talking about it?
Yeah.
You need that ego check.
You need that ego check. I had mine checked.
We all had it.
Yeah.
I still give out a check to this day, but hey, my ego is still there, though.
Mine's dwindling. It's dwindling.
It's dwindling. It's still
Yeah, but
there.
like situation like yesterday, it came in like, oh, you got me. I'm a grown ass man. You ain't about to talk to me like that. But it was just, you know, it's a learning thing.
Yep, that's all about, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to drop? It's 12 o'clock.
Just a message for everybody. Speak love into yourself. Admire yourself. Treat yourself the best way that you possibly can. It's hard, but ignore them flaws for a second, because you are beautiful. You are unique. You are authentic in your own being. Self-love is the best love.
Look at your boy. What you about to say?
I thought he about to hit that smooth operator. Yeah.
I like talking today, y'all. Today was a talkative day for me. I had a lot to say. And remember, you are what you are. I don't got no gems to leave for real, y'all. I'm just glad to be here today once again, speaking at a higher frequency and, gaining wisdom. Y'all know the drill. Check out my vlogs.
Hey, I'll say one for him. I am.
Go
You
for
feel
it.
me? I learned that from him. I am. I'm about to start speaking that more.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I am.
Shit.
Come on, Calvin. We know you got them gems to drop. You got diamonds and rubies and pearls.
Yeah, close to the mic, so you might be dropping some
You
fire.
know it's coming. Aaron cracking the knuckles. He coming.
Don't settle for tradition. Settle for what's inside.
Fuck traditions.
That's it?
To explain it, it's saying basically don't settle for what's normal, what's convenient, and what's always introduced, but always check yourself on the inside to see if it matches. Like a lot of things that are handed to you and a lot of things that are presented to you don't match what's internal. Mm-hmm. Internal's what needs to be reality. So whatever you have that's on the inside of you, that vision, that dream, whatever it may be, don't settle for tradition. Tradition's something that's handed down to you. Don't allow things to be handed down to you if it doesn't correlate with what's inside of you. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
They'll settle for what's given instead of fighting for what needs to be developed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I go through every day. I have a battle.
So-
I have a battle with that every single day.
Yeah.
But guess what, though? I'm winning the motherfucking battle. I'm done with y'all. All right, for sure, man. Good to see y'all here once again, man.
Of course. Always a pleasure.
Next week, y'all, we're gonna try to get some special guests on here, y'all, and get it rocking as always, and stay tuned. We got one day we're gonna do new location. We're gonna do new. Wink, wink.
New location.
New location.
New location. Niggas got money.
I'm broke.
Lies.
He got money. Well, I'm about to sign off. Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. As always, the Lavish Journey is designed to create, inspire, and spread greatness. We out. Peace. We good.